Today we're going to talk about multiplying and dividing exponents with the same base. Before we get started, I really want to stress same base. The rules that we are about to discuss are only going to work if the bases are the same. So what I would like everyone to do is to open up their interactive notebook to page 13. And we're in your interactive notebook. I'll write INB here. We are going to take notes below the proof book that we already made. If you need to pause the video to get yourself situated, you can do that now. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is how we multiply exponents. So go ahead and write down multiply, and I'm going to go through an example for you. So say we take c to the fourth power, and we want to multiply that by c to the third power. Okay, now we all know one way of doing that. We can expand this formation. C to the fourth power would be c times c times c times c. Multiplied by c to the third power, expanded, is c times c times c. Since we have all these c's right here, we can count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So c to the fourth times c to the third is actually c to the seventh. What we can do is we can also say c to the 4 plus third power. So when you're multiplying same base exponents, all you need to do is add the exponents. Now let's try a division problem. You should be writing this down with me. To divide, let's go through another example. Say we take m to the third power, and we want to divide that by m to the second power. So the same thing here, I'm going to expand this notation. M to the third power is m times m times m. We're going to take that all over m to the second power. If we expand this, this is m times m. Now, if I'm going to simplify this, we have our m's canceling out. All we're left with is 1m. So, in division, if we want to divide same base exponents, all we need to do is take the base and subtract the exponents. M to the 3 minus 2 will give us m to the first power, and as we know, we can also just write this as m. So we've essentially got our m right there. Okay? Now what I want everyone to do is to open up their proof book to this page right here, where at the top it says exponent rules only work with like bases. Again, these rules are only going to work if the bases are the same. If you have x to the second power times y to the third power, there's nothing you can do here. Okay, you can't simplify this. It's still going to be x to the second power, y to the third power, because the bases are different, an x and a y. What I want you to do right now is to fill in, right here we have our PMA in a column. I want you to write multiply for m. So right next to the m, I'm going to make my pen a little thicker. Go ahead and write multiply. Okay? When you multiply two like bases, the rule is you are going to add the exponents. So go ahead and pause the video and try to solve this. X squared times x to the third equals x to the 2 plus 3 power. 2 plus 3 is 5. So, when you're multiplying exponents, this A stands for add. You are going to add the exponents together. Likewise, when you're dividing, what I want you to do is to think about this as a great big subtraction sign. Think, and I'm going to write that down, you should write it too, think of this as a great big subtraction sign. So in this example, x to the 9th power divided by x to the 3rd power equals x to the 9 minus 3 power, which is x to the 6th. Now what I want you guys to do is I want you to turn over to your examples on page 12 of your interactive notebook. So this will be page 12 of your interactive notebook. And I first want you to write down 2 to the 3rd power times 2 squared, or 2 to the 2nd power. When we, where's my pen? When we multiply exponents, we are going to, where'd that go? I don't know where it went. 2 to the 3 plus 2 power, and our answer is going to be 2 to the 5th power. And this is the same thing right here as saying 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. You can count them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, gives us 2 to the 5th power. Now, this next problem, go ahead and write down 3a times 2a squared. Okay? The first thing that we're going to do here is we're going to take our constants. Our constants are 3 and 2. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to pull those out. 3 times 2, we can easily multiply those together. Okay? And then we have our variables, a and a squared. Now, when there is no exponent on the variable, we know that is an exponent of 1. So we can take this and we have a to the 1 plus 2 power. This will give us 3 times 2 is 6, and then we have a cubed. That's our answer. Now, a to the 4th divided by a to the 3rd. Again, we're going to think about this as subtraction. So we have a to the 4 minus 3 power, which will give us a to the 1st power, and we can also just write that as a. For your last practice problem that I want you to put in your interactive notebook, you can write this problem down. There's a lot going on here, but we're going to take it step by step. 12a to the 4th, b to the 6th, divided by 3a squared b to the 5th. Now I do encourage you to pause this video right now and try to solve it on your own. Okay, so what we're first going to do is we're going to take our constants, 12 and 3. Okay, we know that 12 divided by 3 will give us 4. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our variables with the same base. So we have two a's here, a to the 4th divided by a squared. We know this is a to the 4 minus 2 power. And then last but not least, we have our b's. And this is going to be b to the 6 minus 5th power. So we go ahead and we write this all out. We're going to have 4 a squared b. Now you notice 6 minus 5 is 1, so I just left this off and this will be our answer.